So, just as the other day, I am also still just as tired. So, might be a shorter session like I was saying. But I definitely wanted to get some more time in. So, last thing I remember, we gotta go, we experienced that same dream thing. I'm the expert thing, but I heard a guest say he's wearing armor from Dungeon Soul, you know, the Kingdom Gastro. If you're curious about the place, head west of the roads of whatever. So, we're pretty much just going back to the Dungeon region and checking that out. Kind of fighting on the lane. Let me see what I got going for me, because we still have Eric on the team, but of course he's really not doing anything because he has no powers. Right now, we got the Metal Slime Shield due to a side quest or two that I was taking care of on my off time. We still have him dressed as that, and Hedrick using the fucking Overlord's axe, the Shield of Heliodor, and his armor. Problem is, a lot of that shit is fucking expensive to rework, so I have yet to get around to reworking them. Much as I would have liked to. I like how this guy's still been trying to search for it. What's he doing? Sleeping? For some reason was expecting this guy to be wearing a shirt. I was completely wrong when I realized that those are his nipples. Helm Splitter!
Surrender your soul! We did it, darling!
So, now any points I get, I'm kind of just putting them into sword for my guy, because if we are to get something like the Sword of Light or something like that later on in the game, like we saw in the when we saw it, and if there is that kind of weapon or something different and it's one-handed, I do not want to neglect it if I might need it at all. I probably won't even need to use it, but I might as well just have it just in case for some reason I want to use sword, one-handed sword. For some reason, somehow becomes more beneficial than my two-handed. And I doubt it.
Let the darkness consume you! Cower worms!
Well, luckily I already did the side mission that needs us to be pepped to do the one move. Took me forever because I just sat there defending for fucking ever to do it.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
And it nearly didn't happen because, like, the one... Oh, west, sorry, I mean, they both lead to the fucking region, so I just assumed. I also learned that if I ever need any of the colored eyes, and I don't have a spot to grab them or don't know where they drop, which I do know, but if I ever just want to be easy and spend the money, I know where to buy them. That fucking... Oh, what is it? The metal place is, Metal place has got that. Metal place has got a lot of shit. Investigate the ruins. We know the ruins, so... I don't even remember. Did we ever go to Octagon? Yeah, we did. That's the fucking... the MMA place. What if we'll get to go check that place out? Ah.
I'm on fire! Surrender your soul!
You know what? I really want to see how this goes.
Yeah!
The call. My god, imagine that charging at you. Even fucking Dave. Jesus Christ. That is not a worthwhile attack. I just fucking wanted to do it for shits and giggles. Though he's not a demon, I don't think. Oh, good. Special medicine. Smoke it. Didn't want to shoot that guy. Oh, sweet. I've ridden all. I did not know what the fuck, why I would... I can't even continue this way mounted. I don't know what the point or what his special ability for this horse is. Unless it's just the same as my actual horse. He was able to block one of the thrusts, and I think he parried one. I think I saw in there somewhere dual wielding for the swords, and if there is, it might make Levando a little bit better, but that's still a hefty, it's still a hefty thing away to even get to. It's kinda out there. Oh, Rad just constantly getting fucking whooped on. I'd really love to up the sword. I think I did try to give it a shot, and I failed again. As we can tell by it not being any stronger than what it is. Like how it's a group of enemies and it's a fucking sleeping dragon and a stump.
Try this for size.
Oh, you woke up. Oh, luckily his attack is slightly weaker. Dragon Slash! I wonder who we'd hit. Imagine if you had one enemy who might hit our own team.
Intelligence is its own reward.
Look at that smile. Like, alright, now I'm back to being... He's like, I had emotion, now to stop having emotion. This thing is very slow. It is a hefty looking, I almost said dog and or dragon when I was to say hefty. And this, to be honest, I've been very forgetful of a lot of shit with my brain. That's why I didn't know if I was going to play this, but I've just been so addicted. Like, I want to play more, so I want to at least get an hour or two in. Oh, that really fucking hurts.
Score one for the good guys.
Can I open up what was in here? Oh, I don't even remember opening this up, but I did. I just saw a tiny circle with a red little square thing, meaning there's a door. I'd be surprised if Jade's up here by any chance. Like, I'm just trying to think who the fuck we'd get next. Eric was kind of on a whim, to be honest. Like, I feel like we weren't even supposed to have him yet. You, fucking big guy. A lizard. Is he a dragon, though? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm so glad I dodged it. Oh, great. Oh, I'm on the ground. I'm so shocked. Oh, not again. We're supposed to dodge it, Sylvando. Come on now. Defense has really been brought down. Don't think this is gonna hurt as much as you would think. Oh, not the shout. Nope.
And
He's so happy. Yeah, sure, we'll go with fitter. I just realized that the backside of this thing's got fucking 3 tails. Still the happy, not bad slime just chilling out. Glad to see he didn't get affected. It's getting warm. Every time we get to Dragon Quest, it's really warm in here. I might end up having to turn the AC on. If I could even make it that far to playing long enough for it to get too hot in here. Like I said, I was hoping the heat would make me wake up because I don't sleep well in heat. I sleep better in the cold, and I get really sleepy in cold. To be honest, I ate a big meal today and everything too, and I've been up for a while, and I haven't slept as long as I would have liked. Like, Eric's not even in the party right now. Like, you don't even see him.
Crivens.
So he's not even supposed to be with us
This
yet.
was in ruins the last time we came. But this is something else. Ah, it fair breaks my heart. Where was I? Ah, yes. It should be around here somewhere. Would you boys do me a favor and shift this little lot?
Well, don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my hands dirty, you are too.
Fuck no, I'm a prince.
Where does this stairway lead, Lord Robert?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow the royal family to flee should Dundrasil ever come under attack. Right. Let's get in there and see if we can find some clues to the identity of our restless knight, shall we?
Sleep, Elmer. You snooze, you lose. Seems like all their underground areas look the same. This looks like the fucking other door dungeon area. Really foggy. Or Sage's elixir things.
Such pain. Such despair. How dare you? How dare you return here? Be gone, servants of evil! You took everything. You destroyed everything. You monsters! I will never forgive you!
Oh boy. Oh, is that a Falcon
I'm
Blade?
keen to have a wee chat with our friend here, but something tells me he's got other things in mind.
Oh boy. Hey, I've had that armor. He's got a magic shield and I think what looks like a Falcon Blade. Possibly it could be something else. Are you metal? Well, that fucking hurts him. It's just Big Banga. Ow. Nope. Yep, it is the Falcon Blade. You just blocked twice. Hey, when that happens. Do we... Fusion... No, we don't. I gotta reset the capture because it's slightly desynced for me. I never know how it is for stream, but I just don't want to take the chance. After the Kingdom Hearts thing, I just want to make sure I don't have any sort of horrible desynced audio. Think he'll parry anything while he's sleeping?
You shall not prevail! Pull your socks up!
God damn it. With demon?
I almost feel bad about this.
Nope. Oh, there you go, Savannah, you're awake. Oh, great, he pepped. How that happened. It's the power of Quadra Slash. I got my one slice move. It's like so much better. Missed.
Let the blackness consume you.
I didn't read that. It did something to him. Curse, I guess, probably. Let's get him out of it. No, I couldn't tell what he has. What a fight. I had a lot of HP because I hit him with like 400 right off the bat, and then it was just a 300 and everything else.
Such pain you took, my beloved Eleanor. You took my boy. I will never forgive you.
Eleanor. But that's the old queen's name, which would make you...
Erwin, last king of Dundrasil. Just as I thought. A great man, and a fine warrior too, as you've just witnessed. And, most importantly of all, your father. I'm sorry the two of you had to meet like this. What happened to you, Erwin? Come on, laddie. Look at me. What in the...
At last you have come. Long have I waited for a kindly soul to free my restless knight from his misery.
The voice from the dream.
You are correct, of course. Before you kneels Erwin, King of Dundrasil. All those long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought to the last. The light of justice sustained him, and he refused to yield to the darkness. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains. remains is the tortured soul you see before you. lost between light and dark. I beg of you, help him, free him from his nightmare. Shine the light of hope into the darkness of his despair.
The voice. It's gone again. Who is she?
That'll have to wait. Erwin here needs our help. But what are we supposed to do to help him?
Give him a flashlight. I like it. You took my Eleanor. My such pain, such despair. You took my Eleanor, my splooge. You destroyed everything. I'll never forgive you. Those bastards took his splooge. Those fucking sick fucks. The void inside of his father.
Do I smell fresh meat? It's been a while. Well then, I need to make you nice and miserable before I devour your tender torment. Such pain. Such anguish. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret.
What's going on, man? Jesus. God.
Yes, well, of course. We've been waiting a long time.
King Erwin, it is a great honor to be invited to celebrate this most special of days with you.
The birth of your son and heir is a source of great joy and happiness to us all.
Thank you. Thank you. Aye, this is a momentous day for Dundrasil. I am truly humbled to be lucky enough to celebrate it with you all. My dear Sultan, King Gustav, allow me to welcome you both to Dundrasil.
The honor
All
is
right,
all
that
ours,
guy.
King Erwin. Truly,
I don't remember the other dude, but I remember the fat round guy.
Thanks for preparing such lavish festivities. Though, of course, we are not here merely to celebrate. Today's colloquy of kings shall determine the fate of Erdrea for generations to come. I, for one, mean to see that my people's interests are well represented. You will forgive me if I grow a little passionate at times.
It is the first time the rulers of the Four Kingdoms have ever gathered under one roof, you know. A momentous occasion indeed. But the reason itself is a momentous one, of course. The birth of an heir to the title of Luminary is an event of unparalleled significance.
Indeed it is. Thank you once again for agreeing to meet so readily. Now, I have some final preparations to make before we convene the colloquy. I will come and fetch you when we're ready to be... Guards! I don't suppose any of you have seen King Carnelian?
Yes, sire. King Carnelian is walking the grounds with Lord Robert, sire.
Huh. So, baby, we'll get to see baby just soon as the king is done. I think you might be getting started anyway. Actually, I saw King Word blah 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 blah. Can't read, but I know what it said. Jesus Christ. Went to the courtyard. I don't know why I even bothered. I heard he's just...
Lord Robert.
Wonder if Lord
I will
Robert would
be
be wearing
convening
that
the colloquy
same
shortly,
thing
if
if
you'd
I
like
didn't
to
have him
make
dressed. More than likely he would, because this was his
Lord
outfit.
Robert informs me that the boy bears the mark. That he is the Luminary reborn.
That's right, aye. I've decided to present him to you all at the colloquy. The sight of so many people gathered to celebrate his birth has brought home to me how important he is. How much hope the light he brings represents.
Oh, save it for the meeting, Owen.
Have to be rude about it.
Don't take it to heart, laddie. The fate of all Erdrea hangs on the Luminary now. Not everyone's going to be happy about that. Right, it's
How
nearly
did you
time.
not age?
Why don't you go and fetch the wee one from Eleanor's chambers?
Probably one of these, because I didn't talk to the one bubble that would actually tell me. Oh. Oh, and there's
Aw, he's
Jade.
so tiny. Can I touch him, Lady Eleanor? I promise I'll be careful.
I think he likes you, Jade. He wants to play.
I'm such an active young little
He's
one.
a very special boy, you know. They call him the Luminary. People have all sorts of hopes for him. But I just hope he grows up to be like his father. That he can help people to overcome their problems. Just as Erwin does.
I hope he grows up to be nice and kind like you, Lady Eleanor.
As I say, the weather was shitty.
King Erwin!
The weather was shitty when this all happened.
The colloquy's about to start, Eleanor. Will you hand me the wee one? All right, wee man. Let's go and talk to some scary old men, shall we? Don't worry. Daddy'll look after you.
Didn't help me when I got my hand jammed into me.
Oh, Erwin. You don't need to hold on to him so tight, you know. Let the poor boy breathe.
Poor boy, breathe.
Would you look at it thundering away out there? And on such a special day, too. It's making me feel uneasy.
Come on now, Eleanor. There's nothing to worry about. We'll keep you safe no matter what, won't we, wee man?
Oh, wee man. Oh,
And
huh,
what
man.
about me,
Hey, you don't need me to protect you, Jade. You've got King Carnelian. Your dad's a force to be reckoned with, and no mistake.
I'm touching my head. Beats the shit out of him.
Right. We better get this meeting started.
Hi, Dad.
Good luck. Both of you.
I'm going to be your big sister, Splooge. Let's play together all the time when you get bigger. I don't know who you're talking to unless you just assume I'm seeing this. Someone there? Who are you talking to? Like, there's nobody there. No, of course not. Sorry, dear. It's just, well, it was the strangest thing. I know that Erwin taking a little Splooge, but it's though as I could still sense him in the room. I felt his warmth. But it's that time for that kind of nonsense. It's my wee one's big day. I must let myself get distracted. Yeah, I want to know who fucking named me Splooge. Not me, but like, what family member allowed this to happen? And we only saw a brief part of the meeting in the beginning of the game when everything went down. I don't think we saw the whole thing. I think it was just like decided.
This child, he is the one? He bears the mark. There's no mistaking it.
Maybe it's like the mark, but it's slightly like fake. It's like, or just the wrong one.
Riseth, tree descendeth, luminary, man defendeth. Light's mark shineth, hand extendeth. With his coming, black night endeth.
The final poem in the Book of Erdwin.
The legends tell us that the Dark One was defeated by the Luminary in the Age of Heroes, bringing eternal peace to the world. But, as I'm sure you haven't failed to notice, monsters walk the land once more. The peace of Erdrea is under threat.
The kingdom of Svardsrust has already fallen at the wicked creature's hands, and King Arnut with it. He will be sorely missed.
And now a child has been born who bears the mark. Which brings us to a reason for gathering here today. What does all this mean for Erdrea?
Yes. I like potatoes.
You speak of the Dark One, of monsters running wild, of the peace of centuries crumbling. But surely, the birth of the child signals an end to our woes. Now that the Luminary is among us, the balance can be restored, the peace can be maintained. All is well.
You believe that the presence of the Luminary will ensure that peace prevails? Can you be certain? Forgive me, Lord Robert, but the Book of Erdwin contains another poem concerning this matter, does it not?
It does. The very first poem. The prophecy. World tree's gift, first of many. Bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the Dark One, bleak, black, vast.
What are the two of you implying? That the Luminary causes the appearance of the Dark One?
Without light, there cannot be shadow.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
Without
playing Kingdom Hearts with
darkness,
this.
The stars cannot shine. This has always been the way of the world.
Light only creates more darkness.
Darkness and light must coexist. So, indeed, the birth of the Luminary may well be what causes the Dark One to awaken.
You dare to imply that my son is somehow the source of our troubles? That the Luminary isn't a force for good?
Can we be certain that he is? Evil does not always take a monstrous form, after all. You must have noticed the sinister glow emitted by Erdwin's lantern of late. Ever since your child was born, in fact.
What are you trying to...
The star sings at night, you know. I have heard it.
I have heard
of
it.
Erdrea's destruction.
King Gustav is right.
Ah, don't you start.
Ominous footsteps approach. We all hear them. As the leaders of this world, we owe it to our people to root out even the slightest hint of evil at its source. Even when that source is painfully close to home.
Why don't you just come out and say it? You're asking me to kill my own son. My own flesh and blood. Something happened. Not long before the child was born. I'm sure some of you saw it. A great, blinding light shot up from Yggdrasil and set the sky aglow. For a moment, it
was
seemed the
nuclear.
night had become day. We saw that same light on the evening he was born. It was shining from the mark on his hand. The child is a force for good. I have never been more certain of anything. He did not give rise to the darkness. He was sent to drive it out. Light and dark are not two sides of the same coin. The light of the Luminary is a gift. A gift that will cleanse the world of evil.
A rousing performance indeed. Of course, if you had shown even a whit less conviction, we would have had no choice but to remove the child from your care. The Luminary is the child of Yggdrasil. He alone can bring light to the world. He must be protected at all costs.
I hope you will forgive us our little test, but we had to be sure how strongly you believed.
What a bunch of ass. What if he did turn around and say, fine, we'll kill him?
I am satisfied. Send him to Heliodor when he comes of age. He will be trained in all that he will need to fulfill his destiny. We must confer upon the Luminary the power to lead us
Then I
all.
went, you were taken over, and the rest is history. All this has happened.
King Carnelian, everyone, I don't know what to say.
Very good. The most pressing item on our agenda
I
is
wasn't
dealt
even
with,
involved.
and it ended just as I knew it would.
Now the matter is settled. Our kingdoms are united in their purpose.
Let all be as Yggdrasil wills it.
That concludes the colloquy. Now, all that remains is to introduce the Luminary to his adoring public.
Thank you, King Carnelian. My friends, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Now,
Your Majesty!
what is it?
You must flee the palace immediately. Monsters! Hundreds! Hundreds!
Okay, Jesus.
We're under attack. Everyone, we have to get out of here now.
No, I will stay and fight. It's the baby with a giant great sword. No response, he's dead. It's the first guy to be completely dead in the game.
Where's the Luminary, Babs? Give him to us.
They have come in force, but they shall not have...
Oh, fucking hit the
Lord
trigger
Robert
again.
and I will keep them at bay. Take Eleanor and the child and flee the castle. Now!
But King Carnelian, this is suicide!
Way to wield that one-handed sword like a
Not
great sword.
fret on my behalf. I am not in my dotage just yet.
Thank you, both of you.
Where do I get the hair from? Because I don't get it from my dad. Maybe the mom, I guess.
King Erwin, there you are.
It does look more like Mom's hair.
You're alive. Oh, thank the heavens. When we saw the monsters coming, we feared the worst for you both.
Never mind that now. We need to get out of here, all of us. Come on.
Maybe a little rush would have gotten you out alive instead of a casual fucking stroll.
No matter what happens, I will get you out of here. I promise.
Hey, I wear that armor. Well, I used to. I miss wearing it. Oh, I'm downstairs. Damn, it's like one thing to go into it and like have like an alternate reality where you're able to help and get answers, but like it's like the fucked up version where you're just powerless to stop. You really just say you wonder why? There's a fucking monster right behind you, lady. I wonder why they're going downstairs. Like, we're just stuck just having to watch all of this transpire because it already happened.
To get out through here.
I feel his presence. I sense
Oh, great, this fucking guy.
Give him to me.
Just you try and take him.
I have the Falcon Blade and it can do 2 hits. Ew, that face on that shield.
The monsters are everywhere. What are we going to do, Erwin?
If they've made it this far around the castle, they must have the place surrounded. We'll have to use the tunnels. This way.
So maybe if you ran instead of just casually walked everywhere, you would have gotten somewhere.
I think this was the one. Quickly, in we go, before the monsters find us.
I hope there's a moment where we just grab Jade's finger like we did as a baby when we see her as an adult. Or, not an adult, but as the 16-year-old me, or 17. I don't even know how old I'm supposed to be at this point now. I think it was only a few months when the tree fell. And this is where we are.
Time to make a break for it. I'll deal with him. Get out of here. Quickly.
But Erwin...
Run! And don't look back. All right, you despicable creatures. Do your worst. You won't get past me!
Defeat the monsters in the basement. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I could try to fight it, but it's gonna like go right through them. This is not gonna hurt him. Oh, okay, I guess it will. Maybe that's how he was able to beat him, because I was there to friggin' help. I like...
Be gone, damn you!
Had to reset. Sorry about that. This thing got abs too?
And stay down. Right. Time to get after Eleanor. King Carnelian? Over here, Your Majesty!
Was he taken by this point? Like, when did the darkness, like, consume Cornelius, or whatever the hell his name is? The king. That's the important thing, is when did it happen?
King Carnelian? What in the... Who are you? What do you think you're doing?
Oh, well, that answers my fucking question.
Erwin, is that you? What happened? Is everyone safe?
You're all right. Thank goodness. Jade's with Eleanor and the wee one, Your Majesty. They made it safely out of the castle.
I see. Good. Very good. I shall send my forces after them right away.
Your Majesty, what do you...
The bloodline of the Luminary ends here. Today.
King Carnelian? Your Majesty? Sire.
Edric was blind to it all.
Forgive me. I was unable to find you. I thank the heavens that you are unhurt. King Erwin, what has happened here?
I had no choice. He came at me in a frenzy. Queen Eleanor has absconded with the Luminary, and with my daughter.
Surely not. Whatever would possess them to commit such acts?
The birth of the child has put them both under great pressure. It has also caused the coming of the monsters, the loss of countless lives. Perhaps the coming of the Luminary does bring darkness in its wake.
God, what a bullshit.
After all, without him, this tragedy would never have come to pass.
I wonder if when he took the body of Carnelian, if he like has all his memories and stuff, because you would think that like maybe do some questions, test him, see if he knows, see if it's still him.
Yes, I see now. He is not us.
Yeah, I don't even want to fucking hear it from this guy.
The Dark Spawn. He must be found and dealt with. The peace of Erdrea must not be permitted to collapse. Find him. Leave no stone unturned.
Sire.
No. He is no harbinger of darkness. He is the Luminary. The Savior. Someone, please. King Carnelian must be stopped, or the world will be plunged into darkness. Eleanor, please, forgive me. I was too weak.
And now we're in here.
I am the Gloomnivore.
Oh, funny. I like the name. I bet you eat on despair and all that, right?
Misery is just exquisite. His kingdom ruined, his family gone, betrayed.
How can you have something in your mouth when you're eating nothing?
Which is why I've been drawing out his torture for all these years. One must savor such succulent suffering. But even the most fabulous feasts must come to an end. It is time to move on to the next course. How does your despair compare, I wonder? Hold still while I sample its delights. Give yourself to misery.
Alright, when I had my hand in my body.
This is your most painful memory. The darkest, tenderest recess of your soul. Yes. Your powers were stolen and used to give birth to a monster.
I'm a dad! I gave birth to him.
You could not protect your friends. You could not save the world. What kind of hero are you? Wallow in it.
You're dead.
Marinate yourself in misery. Yes. My mouth begins to water.
Can you hear me? Please, you must listen. There is a light inside you that can never be extinguished. It is waiting, biding its time. But it is there, and when it shines forth, it will illuminate the world. Now is that time. You are the Luminary.
Oh, you're gonna give me my powers back now?
Darkness. You
Even though I've used my points and all in Greatsword and everything else.
This light is...
I marinated myself too much!
What's happening?
You're back with us, laddie. Are you all right?
Headbang.
This light. Disgusting. It blinds me. It fills my mouth.
Tastes of hope.
It tastes of hope.
This is the beast responsible for King Erwin's suffering. We must defeat it and lift His Majesty's curse.
You dare disturb me while I prepare to sample the next delicious
I really like to sample
morsel of
things.
misery. No matter. Your screams of agony will surely whet my appetite.
Roar! The Gloomnivore He eats despair and gloom and whatever. I can just take this. Ow. Oh, good. Sounds like a whole lot of fun. Yeah. Roar. Make my light. It's so powerful. Oh dear God. He's fast asleep and nearly dead. That's not a good thing. His healing ability is fucking terrible. But I'm not surprised, being who he is. Oh my God, how are you sleeping through this? Hey! Fucking wake up, God damn it. This is not the move I wanted. Well, it's not like Final Fantasy where it's Kiraga. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, dear God. Nope, don't think I got anything for this. You know what, Rab? Here, you can have this. Try to get everyone healed first. Oh dear God. Oh my God. Well, that was I think the only guy who has the ability to fucking revive us. Well. Well, this seems to be like we are in a pickle, because I don't have any of the items I think put on anyone to get him back up. Huh. Well. Miracle Slash! And I don't... Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I should have gotten around to giving you guys those items that I just didn't think to do. Yeah, I gotta win with Savando and Hendrik, even though Hendrik isn't gonna last much longer.
Let me kiss that boo-boo better.
Oh dear God, just barely hanging in there. Feeling great. Oh great, the all-out offensive stance. Oh good, he's asleep.
Hey!
Oh, that guy's gonna murder him. Goodbye. Jesus, that hurts. Well, we finally have our actual tough fight. Oh, hey, Eric! I like that it's like, Eric's here, don't worry, the guy with no fucking abilities whatsoever, because he's not even supposed to be in our party right now. Eh. Good job, Eric. Show him who's boss. Well, I went to an area a little ahead of the story, and we just so happened to find Eric stowing away in our ship. And right now, he has no memory of who he is or any of his moves. So, right now, like, story-wise, we're not even progressing with Eric, so... Eric just pops in with no abilities or even any knowledge of what the fuck is happening. Alright, so I'm gonna assume we're gonna have to redo all of that, which... Luckily I could skip cutscenes, so it's not terrible. I think the rough part is just, having to go through all of that again. Okay,